Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, the YouTube channel that is not hosted by a sociopath, a narcissist, or a grifter. Well, welcome, and it's been a long time since I made a video like this. I don't know if you guys realize if you have a YouTube channel, you'll get some pretty outrageous comments in your comment section, and I typically don't bother responding to them. They're just complete nonsense, let alone glorifying them like I'm kind of doing here. This is why I only do videos like this once every year or two, so like haters and stuff don't get expectations that they're going to become famous by me responding to their comments. So like I said, it's been a long time, maybe a year or two. I have to check the calendar, and I'm going to respond to a few outrageous comments that I got recently. And I don't care if these comments came from an anti-vegan or vegan. If he said something dumb and outrageous, I'm going to respond. So let's jump right in. So I got this recent comment from a video I made a few months ago about how Joe Rogan got triggered when he, as usual, incorrectly heard. He thought that Bill Gates was saying that we all need to eat plant-based meats, and Joe got triggered.
Like a guy like that telling people about he's got these breasts and this gut, and I'm like, this is crazy. You're one of the richest guys on earth. You have access to the best nutrients, the best, you could have an amazing trainer.
So anyway, this super genius Joe Rogan stan really honestly seems to believe, or is he just completely stupid and making stuff up here? I'm not sure. Anyway, this guy really seems to believe that the weakest meat-eating gym goer is stronger than the strongest vegan. I mean, completely nonsensical. I mean, Bill Gates is a meat eater. Even though he might be saying that we should eat plant-based burgers for the environment, he's still a meat eater himself. So by this guy's logic, this Joe Rogan stands logic, Bill Gates should be stronger than the strongest vegans in the gym, which is completely absurd. But let's ignore Bill Gates. Let's not pick on an old dude. Just, you know, your average like 20-something or 18-year-old gym rat is going to be able to break world records. Or have a physique like Nima Delgado, or be able to slam dunk the ball like a mid-30s Chris Paul or a 50-something me. So that's a totally stupid and outrageous thing to say, just easily disproven, but I don't blame this dude for saying it. He probably is just repeating what he heard like carnivore influencers say. You know, I know they like to believe such silly nonsense like that, and you know, what can you say about that? Then this stuff just complete silly nonsense. But it's unfortunate young impressionable dudes like this Joe Rogan stan hear this crap and believe it. What can you do? Anyway, let's move on to the next stupid, outrageous comment that I'm responding to. This time is regarding a video I made about the circle of life, though. I can't go vegan because of the circle of life. You miss the whole point of what the circle of life means. Predators need to eat prey for their survival, and we are no different. I mean, are they people like this totally serious, or are they totally stupid? I mean, that's why I'm responding to this outrageous comment. Humans don't need to hunt prey in order to survive. Do you know what needs means? It means requires. It's necessary. And I haven't eaten any animals since 2010. And I've never hunted or preyed on animals, God forbid, either. So, no, preying on animals is not necessary. Eating animals is not necessary. You don't live like a tiger or a lion on the savannas of Africa trying to stay alive by eating prey. No, you live in society. Probably live in a house or apartment. You can hop in a car or bike, get down to a store, a supermarket, a liquor store, a farmer's market, a Costco, and buy food, buy plants, and bring them back to your home and keep them in your refrigerator. I mean, you're not living in a life or death nature situation. I mean, this is completely ridiculous. So this next comment, I believe, is from a vegan. I've seen a few of these people who perceive themselves as perfect beings. They're level 5,000 vegans, and they just take it upon themselves to just talk smack on anyone who they think doesn't live up to their level 5,000 vegan standards. And this is from a short that Angie put out of us trying out this Yo Egg product at a vegan restaurant, Veggie Grill. And this person says, "Why would I want to eat something that imitated chicken embryos? I'll never understand why vegans like eating imitation animal excretions and imitation flesh. It's disgusting." I mean, there's just so much wrong with that comment. I don't even know where to start. But there is one thing right. Yeah, if you don't want to eat any particular plant food, don't eat it. There's no law saying just because someone invented a new vegan this or that, that you must eat it. If you don't want to eat it, There's a million other things you can eat that are vegan. But let's have a look at the definition of veganism and see if a product like this, which mimics a chicken egg, has any problem with being vegan. Is there anything in the definition of vegan that says, no, don't do this because it mimics something from an animal? No, all it says here, it's a philosophy and way of living that takes a stand against animal cruelty and exploitation. So given that this is a plant-based egg, there's no animal cruelty and exploitation. Do you understand? There's no animal cruelty and exploitation. The thing that you're supposed to be fighting for, wanting to see less of, that's what a product like this helps to achieve, because the makers of Yo Egg say, yeah, we're hoping that there will be fewer animals treated with cruelty and exploitation by people eating these plant-based eggs instead. They're trying to replace the egg market for these, what are those, over easy eggs, whatever those are called. So I don't see what the problem is here. Remember, when you're bagging on us here, on our comments, on our vegan YouTube channel, we've been vegan activists since 2013, vegan since 2010, and this video was clearly filmed at a all-vegan restaurant, trying an all-new vegan product, and us vegans are eating it. So what's your fantasy here, that like someone's gonna watch our video and then get inspired to eat chicken eggs? That makes no sense. And furthermore, where do you draw the line? I mean, you don't like products that imitate some kind of animal product? How about a bean burger patty? Is that too much like a animal burger, or is that okay? See, this is all kind of arbitrary. You know, are you against like Beyond Burgers, I assume? And how about ice cream? Like vegans aren't allowed to have like some kind of dairy-free ice cream? What about plant-based milks? They're often white and look like dairy, right? What about plant-based nuggets? And I guess all vegan cheeses are off the table too? See how nonsensical this is? Completely absurd and completely pointless. And I see you might have some passion about being level 5,000 vegan. And I suggest you save your harsh words and criticisms towards those who are actively pursuing and promoting animal cruelty and exploitation, rather than activists like us who are trying to fight for the rights of animals. All right, so let's get back to a regular, good old-fashioned anti-vegan now. You're not a lifelong vegan. For 45 years, you're eating animal products. Your body is stronger because of that, as well as having a family lineage who ate animal products. So it may take more time than 10 years of veganism for deterioration to be significant. Of course. Yeah, anti-vegans love to get very creative as to why I haven't like died or deteriorated yet. They see my blood test videos and they gaslight all sorts of crazy theories as to why I'm still alive and not falling apart yet. And I don't even have to answer this silly, outrageous comment because my awesome viewers did a wonderful job doing that for me. Ms. Charblar responds, having a family lineage who ate meat is definitely contributing to Ryan being fit and healthy, even though he hasn't had animal protein in his diet himself for 13 years. Makes total sense. Who comes from a family lineage of like vegetarians or vegans? I mean, pretty much all of us have, right? I mean, this is complete nonsense. It just blows my mind that people think this somehow and they don't like self-censor themselves and they just type it for the whole world to see their nonsensical stupidity. I mean, anyway, let's check out the next reply. Yeah, V Deity says, true, at age 430, veganism deterioration kicks in. Yeah, we only can go so long because the original hater said, yeah, it's because of my family lineage of meat eaters. 10 years isn't enough for me to deteriorate. So eventually, yeah, age 430, thereabouts. Yep, you're right. We will deteriorate. Veganism debunked. So apparently my recent video exposing the meat industry's payola scheme to influencers to spread their misinformation about plant-based meats turned the public against them by saying they're ultra-processed and all this other nonsense. Anyway, it apparently triggered a lot of anti-vegans. Instead of responding about any of the facts, all they could do was just like gaslight and just ask questions about me. Like, even if this were true, it's not offering any evidence, just denying it, just flat out, I don't believe you because I have proof. How is it any different than you receiving payola and products from vegan companies? Okay, you got me interested. What in the hell are you talking about? What payola am I receiving from what vegan companies? I mean, what are you talking about? Do you have any evidence of any kind? You can make these accusations, these extreme claims, but if you're trained in the ways of science, like say if you learned from my mentor Carl Sagan, extreme claims demand and require extreme evidence. And just because you just make up some words, oh, you're receiving payola, not us, show me. What are you talking about? I showed you the evidence that exists for the meat industry's payola scheme to your meat influencers. Please show me who's doing this. Is it like the broccoli industry? Am I receiving like secret dark money from the broccoli industry to spread misinformation about meat or something? Please show me what you have. Make my day. And by the way, for the record, I have not been receiving ever any money from the broccoli industry or the vegan companies as you're talking about. But if you vegan companies or the broccoli industry wants to contact me, hey, I got my agent, let's go, we'll do lunch, we'll talk about it, okay? And I know I'm gonna get a few comments from some well-meaning viewers like, hey, why even respond to these complete knuckleheads? They're stupid and don't deserve your attention. And you're absolutely right, I agree with you 100%, and that's why I regularly don't respond to them. If you know when the last time I made a responding to dumb, outrageous hater comments, let me know. Like I said, I think it's been a year or two, but I want to show you guys what it's like if you're thinking about starting a vegan YouTube or any social media, that there is a negative side to it that you have to be prepared for and have a strategy on how you're going to deal with comments like this. Are you going to respond to every last one of them? Because I say don't do that. They want you to waste your time on their nonsense and take you away from your real activism, because they're just trying to basically just blow up your whole plan. So anyway, what I do is I just don't respond to them, and sometimes if I see a really fun, outrageous comment, I'll invite them to come to the Friday live streams, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and have them come present their case really clearly. Just give me one great example or piece of evidence why you think veganism is debunked, and I will listen to you. And that's all the time I devote to anti-vegans, because I'm 56 years old and I don't want to waste my remaining years, waste my time on knuckleheads like this. So anyway, leave your questions and comments down below. What do you think of me responding to this? This is okay to do once in a while. I hope you guys don't mind. I think it's fun to expose them for their complete stupidity anyway. So leave your comments, share, like, and I'll hit the notification button and become a channel member. We have special channel member perks like channel member only videos and live streams, so be sure to join. Okay, that's it for this time. Remember guys, from your vegan cult leader, doesn't suck being vegan.